I'm here with Fremont's head coach, Nick Maximchuk. Nick, this is your third season here at Fremont. Um, what are you looking forward to on this campaign?
Main thing is build on another winning season. Last year was our first winning season in 8 years. We went 6-5. Started off rough, but finished very strong. So we're hoping to build on that for futures to come, not just be a 1 year and done. We need to continue winning.
What were your key losses from last year?
Key losses were definitely in the backfield with Tony Falk, R.J. Peel, and Cody Field. Those three guys, we could do anything we wanted to, and then they also did that on defense. From offense to defense, they were our main guys there. So Cody Field's probably the number one guy that we're going to miss the most. But then Tony Falk, you give him the ball, he did whatever you asked him to.
You mentioned last year you had a 6-5 record.
We beat Northfield 29-6, and then had to travel down to Southern Wells and play them in a monsoon, and they were a very, very physical team. That's what we're kind of looking for. Again, this year is trying to get to that physicality that we've seen and matching that, because we got to see Southern Wells again in week 4.
What do you have for returning starters on offense?
Returning starters, we have Cody Bennett. He's our left tackle. This is his 4th year starter. He started as a freshman. Ian Burkhart moved from guard to center. This will be his 3rd year starting, and we also have our quarterback, Nick Herndon, back. But we're fresh in the backfield. We look for a new fullback. We moved Randy Schaefer from wide receiver down to running back. So if anything, our strong suit is those returning offensive guys, and hopefully they can build some leadership and get those guys to follow them.
You talked about losing your whole backfield. How has your backfield developed in the offseason?
Developing wise, we did very good in 7-on-7. We went over to trying 7-on-7 that Angola hosted and ended up going 7-0 in round robin, and then losing the first 2 in the tournament game. So finishing 7-2, they stepped it up that way. And competition wise, they've done fine. We just need to continue doing what the guys left off and running hard and doing the basic fundamentals when you're running the ball.
What do you look like on defense?
Defense, we've got some big returners. We got our big guy back in the middle, plugging that up, Austin Hall. We did lose some great defense tackles, but we quickly filled those. Linebackers, again, we lost quite a bit of linebackers, but we are filling those. We got some young guys playing at the linebacker spot, which is good and bad, having them play there. And in the secondary, we got returning cornerback Randy Schaefer, and then we moved our quarterback Nick Herndon will also play some safety, and then Chad Workman came out this year. He's going to help us out safety, and we're actually going to probably start a freshman at the other corner.
Now with 2 days coming to a close, how do you feel your team stacks up to last year's team?
We're still learning right now. We like I said, we have a lot of young guys, and we run basically like a college offense where we can mix and match, try to get matchups where we want it. So they have to really get into the playbook, understand things. So we're still learning. But that's what 2 days is all about. We still got a couple days left to go on the scrimmage, and then we get to prepare for week 1 against Cherubusco.
What do you feel made your program improve over from the 1-9 seasons to the
weight room? I changed the program up. I was a strength coach, helped out at Newell, Michigan before I came down here to Indiana, and bringing some of that down here. The seniors that we had last year picked up the intensity in the weight room. They were sick of the 1-9 seasons, and it proved that they were ready to move forward, and they did, going 6-5. That's the biggest adjustment, is going 6-5 and having that weight room intensity that we did. But that's just something that if you don't get stronger, you're not going to compete in the NECC. Because if you look at our first 3 games, Busco, Lakeland, Fairfield, well, you can go 4 and at Southern Wells. If we didn't get stronger in the off season, we may not come out alive.
You mentioned your schedule. You got a rough start there with Cherubusco, Lakeland, Fairfield, Southern Wells.
I'd have to say we have the toughest 4-game stretch in the state for a 1A school. When you go against Cherubusco, that's been a powerhouse. Lakeland, Fairfield, been a powerhouse. Won conference 3 years in a row. And then we tied last year, 3-way tie. Busco, Lakeland, Fairfield for first place. Mm-hmm. Look who we open up with. And then we got to travel to Southern Wells, and they went to the semifinals, and I had to play a very good Lafayette Catholic Central team. So you look at that, we were going against the basically conference winners right in a row, and then going to a semifinal team. So we have to stay together, stay focused, and squeak some wins out of there because it's not going to be easy. Those 4 games are not going to give us anything. We're going to have to earn everything we get.
How do you feel your team ranks in the NECC?
NECC is tough. Obviously, you got Cherubusco, Lakeland, and Fairfield up top. Angola is improving with their new coach, with Luke over there. They're up. Central Noble's got a new coach. Prairie Heights has a new coach. It gets hard to tell. You don't know what's going to happen. I think we're right there in the mix for anything. Because in football, a couple bounces here and there, you can go 9-0, or you can be 0-9. So you just got to keep playing football and grinding out. That's the beauty of this sport, is playing the game and seeing what unfolds.
Who do you see as the top teams in the conference then?
I'd have to say Busco, Fairfield again. Coming down to that week when those two play each other, I think that's going to be the biggest week of the season. Obviously, Fairfield just, third in a row. They're reloading. They got Tanner Faust back. Then Busco also has Matthewson back and Kyle Monk back at quarterback. But Angola has Bauer and Robbie Boots, so it's up there. It can go any way. You obviously got some big schools up there, but you also have 1A Cherubusco that's also making a run. So it's anybody's game.
What are your keys to? You're going to have to stop from Cherubusco.
I've seen them. This will be my 4th time seeing them in person. I don't think I've ever seen a better offensive line. They rank right up there. I've seen a very good one in Southern Wells, but in the conference, I think Busco's offensive line is one of the best. Their guards are phenomenal. We have to stop their running game. But then again, you also have Kyle Monk is back. I'm sure he's been thrown in the off season, so that's another thing that we have to be careful about. Going against Cherubusco, we just have to be physical.